Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are here. Are you caring too much what everybody thinks of you? How to stop caring about other people's opinions. Can we just stop for like 1 second caring so much about what everybody thinks of us? I get a ton of messages from people who ask, how can I stop caring so much, Ralph? I care about this person, and that person, and that person over there, and that one. Oh my days, let's just, woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Do you think that you came to planet Earth just to care about what everybody thinks of you? Do you know how much time you're gonna waste doing that? Do you? And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. Beautiful deep divers, how is it going today? Look, I will tell you that this was something I struggled with along my early journey. Always worrying and caring so much, overthinking and ruminating what other people think of me. Because apparently what I think of myself doesn't even matter. It only matters what other people think of me. Now, if you find yourself in that trap, I'm here to tell you, you no longer have to be in that trap. And the moment you get out of it, you will feel so free, so liberated, so happy, because you won't always feel like you've got to live up to other people's expectations. So how did I stop caring about other people's opinions and become a superstar? Ask yourself this: whose life is it? Along my early journey, I had a lot of people telling me to do stuff. Go and work here, do this with your life. What you're doing with this infinite water stuff won't be anything. It's better to leave it alone. Now, I almost listened to them. And I did actually for a little bit of time. Until I asked myself this question: whose life is it? Are they walking in your shoes? Have they had the same experiences as you? Do they even know what you want in life? Well, apparently they do. That's why they're giving you all of that terrible advice, and well, you're believing it. When you ask yourself whose life is it, what you will see is that a lot of people, sometimes they didn't live out their dreams and they force their vision on you. It's what I call forcing your vision on someone else. They want you to be them. Well, you don't have to do that. And that's how to stop caring about other people's opinions. What everybody thinks of you. Realize you aren't them. Yes, you are definitely not them. What are those? I learned this, that sometimes, if we're honest with ourselves, we do feel it, right? Someone tells you something and you're like, oh my gosh. It makes you feel a certain way. Especially if it's a loved one, they could tell you something that can really ruffle your feathers. It can really sometimes make you very sad, sometimes even make you very happy. Opinions do affect us, and we have to start realizing, actually, I do care what other people think. I do care about other people's opinions. When you have that honesty with yourself, then you stop caring so much, because you're like, well, I'm not gonna let these opinions control me any longer. Slow motion this side. What it boils down to is asking yourself, are they trying to help me? That's the only question to ask yourself. You see, many times, if I've got an opinion of you, I might think you're this, I might think you're that. But am I really trying to help you? You see, there's a difference between helping someone and just criticizing someone to bring them down. And that's what we're seeing a lot happen in society. Many people have opinions of others, but they don't have any constructive criticism. So I started to realize this along my early journey. Shout out to the woman who I used to say, peace, infinite waters, really fast. Do you remember those days? Like, peace. And she was like, Ralph, I love your intro, but why not slow it down? Because you got such a great energy. And I just said, okay, let me try it. Peace. I actually ended up loving it. Now, take in consideration this, that I would never, ever take anybody's advice for my intro. But what she was saying, she was trying to help me. And I had to say, okay, her opinion, I could see where she was coming from. And I ran with it. I'm like, okay, it feels good. And she's got a point. So sometimes other people's opinions could help us, even help us go to the next level. But you got to really ask yourself, are they trying to help me or are they trying to stunt my growth? Now, they laughed at Tesla. Who is Nikola Tesla? We're talking about Serbian scientists. Now, Nikola Tesla was way ahead of his time. He invented the wireless technology you see right now. Free energy. But you don't see him in textbooks, right? But he was really a pioneer. And even he said he was just discovering this, right? You can even go back to ancient Egypt. They had great technology there too. But they laughed at Tesla because his inventions were way, way ahead of his time. And they are afraid of your greatness when you are ahead of your time. When you don't want to be like everybody else, people will judge you. When you don't want to be like everybody else, people will have a lot to say about you. When you don't want to be like everybody else, people get very scared because you aren't fitting in to the social norm. Slow motion this side. But it's funny how life works, because now look at Tesla. Okay? A lot of people are talking about him. There is even a company named after him. So everything comes full circle. They will laugh at you and then they'll call you a genius. If you could realize that the weirdest people in society, the so-called nerds, are often the people you end up working for. Think about it. I've learned this, that people who have a lot to say about you, which sometimes isn't so positive, there isn't a whole lot going on in their lives. Many of them are bored. Many of them are also hurting. Nobody to hug them at night. Not even the cat down the road wants to do that. No, definitely not. So sometimes how they treat you is how they feel about themselves. You got to take that into consideration. People who are creating often have a lot less to say about you. And if they do have something to say about you, they are trying to lift you up to the next level. But it's never to bring you down. You see, I give a lot of people constructive criticism to take them to the next level, but I never ever put people down. Okay, so just remind yourself that if people are talking a whole lot about you and it's not positive, chances are their life isn't going anywhere. Yes. 7-day vegan challenge. Now, they laugh at your diet. A lot of people, when I was becoming a vegan over 13 years ago, people were laughing. People were like, oh my gosh, you're gonna go so skinny. You're losing weight. And I was. But I needed to, because I needed to detox my body. But it was the best choice I've ever made. Now check this out. I receive over 1,000 messages every single day. And a lot of those are food. They're about food. I'm really hungry, Ralph. Thanks so much. Because of the 7-day vegan challenge, I made my partner go vegan. They're having the time of their life, eating a plant-based diet. They are noticing the effects of the plant-based diet. And I saw a long time ago that the plant-based diet is the future of humanity. Most people aren't eating like they used to. The junk, the processed foods. Studies have been shown that a lot of red meats cause cancer. WHO, World Health Organization, looked that study up. So people want to live better. They want to be healthier. They want to be healthier, and the plant-based diet is the secret for that. If you are changing, like I got friends who are raw vegan, and I'm not that. I'm not a raw vegan. In my mind, I'm thinking, you're crazy. Like, how do you do that? I'm just a vegan. I like cooked brown rice, but there are people I know who don't even eat cooked food. And in my mind, I'm like, are you okay? But then I realize that there are levels to this, and you've got to really do what works with you. I'm not going to judge you. Whatever you eat, even if you eat just grass, that's your business. But remind yourself, when you are eating a healthier diet, you often get people asking you for advice down the line. I always get a lot of people writing to me about what's the best source of protein, the best source of iron, all kinds of food tips I'm giving out daily. So sometimes they will laugh at your diet, and then next thing you know, they start asking you for advice, because they're like, how did you get that body? And how did you get that energy? Where do you get your energy from, Ralph? It's none of their business. Let's be honest, it's none of their business. If you are caring too much about other people's opinions, it's none of their business. I learned this, that once again, who are these people? There is a great song, Who Are These People, by Burt Bacharach, right? Who are these people? I don't know you. We've never met, so it's none of my business what you think of me. Even if I do know you, that is your opinion, it's not mine. I started to learn that what people are seeing when they look at you is only a perception. It is never what is. Slow motion this side. As people's perceptions change, so will their views of you change. Because how they see you is nothing more than a perception. It is not the true, authentic you. Therefore, what you find is that people's opinions of you will always change as their perception changes too. What you have to be concerned with is how you perceive yourself. Your inner eyes matter the most. And that is how to stop caring about other people's opinions. What are my inner eyes like right now? A lot of people say, Ralph, how are you feeling? Life is fantastic. Life is great because my inner eyes show me that, look, I've created a life of infinite abundance, and it's only going to grow and grow and grow and grow. Every single day, I have a ton of opportunities coming my way. I'm creating them. I'm inspiring millions of people. Life is fantastic. So what anybody says, it doesn't even make sense to me because I'm proof. I have the tangible results right in front of me that life is incredibly abundant, and that is an understatement. So let the results speak for themselves. Sometimes we often overthink. Are you an overthinker? Like you want to do it and then someone says, don't do it. And then you're like, I'm not going to do it. And they're like, good. And you're like, okay. But I really wanted to do it. And they're like, don't do it. And you're like, okay. Okay. Now, if that is you, I'm here to tell you that people don't care about you as much as you think. They're not even thinking of you as much as you think, because many people are so preoccupied with their day-to-day lives that if someone is thinking of you, if they've got a lot of opinions of you, well, they really love you because they're obsessed with you. They can't stop thinking about you. Take it as a compliment, for goodness sakes, right? Like, I've got so much going on. If I was to think about someone and have a lot of opinions of someone, it means I'm pretty much obsessed with them. Okay, so realize people aren't thinking of you as much as you think. Now, do what's best for you. Only you know what is best for you. They don't know what's best for you. And I learned that along my early journey, that a lot of people were telling me to do this, do that, that I could never make it. Helping people become their greatest version. I did have a lot of support, but then I had a lot of people saying, hey, don't do it. But only I knew I could do it. Actually, I can. Only I knew it was possible. They didn't know because for them it was impossible. You see, if people say, don't do it, what is good for you could be bad for them because they can't do it. What is good for them in their comfort zone may be bad for you. So you always gotta start listening to yourself and always do what is best for you. I've learned along my journey that what it comes down to is realizing we live in a beautiful, beautiful planet, and don't let anybody stop your experience of having the true life experience here on planet Earth. Don't let anybody rob your joy, your happiness, because you are allowing them by thinking about what they think of you. It's not important. Focus on people that actually care about you, who take you to the next level. And then you just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? And that's how to stop caring about other people's opinions. We're just getting high off the good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You